as a citizen, I'll do what I can. As a citizen, I will do what I can to lift the problems of the country on my back. I'll do what I can.
Your shoulders are broad enough then, so we see how we see what you do at the gym. But then let's get on to the gist this morning. First on the menu here is that Nigeria is setting up Solid Minerals Corporation to attract investment. But I'd like you to also link this up to the ultimatum from Dele Alake saying illegal miners have been given 30 days to desist from all of this they've been doing in the past because it's a new wave of administration right now.
Yes. But I think, which is a good thing, you want to put illegal miners on notice and let them know that their practices are frowned upon. But, you know, if you're doing something illegal, I guess, yeah, you can make an announcement that, okay, you know, stop it. But I think you should just, this smuggling thing, illegal mining has been bugging Nigeria now for years. I think what you do is you just go in there and you end it, right? So if you are doing illegal mining, you shut them down. It's like oil theft. It's like saying if you are doing oil theft, you only have 30 days to stop doing oil theft before we cut ahead. So, you know, that's good. An announcement is good, but take action and let's see that you're serious, because millions of dollars get lost every day, or every month, or is it every year, excuse me, to smuggling.
Rotus, even before you go further now, if you say you have 30 days to desist and do, it's like, okay, this window, you have 30 days on the flip side. Just make sure you have done with all the illegalities you've been doing.
Exactly. Why would you give them a notice? Why don't you just go in there and just end it? That is what you need to do. You need to just go in there and you need to simply just end it. On the corporation, look, I know, they want to set up a state-backed corporation that is supposed to attract investments. Is that what, you know, Nigeria needs now? PwC released a report on Nigeria's mining sector just 2 months ago in July, and they addressed the issues that we're facing in the sector: smuggling, illegal activities. That was one. There was also a lack of funding. Those are the main issues that they were looking at. And they also said, look, we need a proper framework to address the issues that are facing the sector. So, you know, and they've been passed. There was a Nigerian Mining Corporation that was established back in the 1980s. I think it was headquartered in Plateau State or something. But so I don't know if you need another mining company again. Just address the issues that are there, end the smuggling, put in a proper framework. The last administration already had, they already put some things in place, you know, in order for mining to kick off. So you just need to build on that. So I don't know if you necessarily need a new corporation.
Well, that's a good point place to bring in the listener. Let's get your thoughts on some of the conversations we're having right now on 0809-444-0981. WhatsApp messages only on 0809-444-0981. Now, there's been some sweeping changes and administrative appointments coming in from Naseni to this one I'm seeing right here. Representing Tinubu includes GID Ajere's Flutterwaves Agbonla, with some appointments here and other tech experts in the 38-man delegation that will be heading to India for the G20 summit.
Yeah, that begins, the summit begins this week. Look, as I've always said, if you're going to travel, considering where Nigeria is right now, please bring back some dollars. And he's taking an all-star squad of mostly men, I need to mention, to this summit. India, of course, has been making waves. Apple opened 2 new stores there. I think they just got their first, this second unicorn, a tech company, you know, so they've been doing a whole lot, right? So if you're going to take a delegation there with these many, you know, big time corporate people from Flutterwave, GIG, and so on and so forth, you know, I do hope that they are making phone calls now to possible partners there and saying, hey, listen, can we make some announcement, some deal that, you know, says Nigeria is open for business? So we'll be hoping to hear something on the sidelines of this summit.
Okay, well, that's in itself. But you're looking at tech expert guys from here at this point. You say they are all stars, so it really means that they will prove their mettle at least to show that why they've been included in this delegation. Because India is after America, and simply when you talk about tech, the Indians are even dominating the space in the US in terms of tech.
Oh yeah, of course. Look at the head of the head of Microsoft, the head of Google. So they're doing well. They've done very well as far as the positions that they hold in Fortune 500 companies in the United States. So yeah, we have to come with our A game. Just get some kind of announcement. Just let us know that you went there, you met people, you shook hands, and you signed something. Just get something. Don't come back empty-handed like Shetima did when he went to the BRICS summit in Johannesburg.
He bought some books and he went to see some libraries anyway, if you didn't see that. But then, just saying, you don't look like someone who'll be impressed with just photo up anyway. But,
no.
But the issue now is, from BRICS now to the G20, who are the core guys you think Nigerians should be talking to in this circle we are going into? Or are we just going as more like a spectator?
Joe Biden is going to be at the G20. Does it get any bigger than that? Joe Biden is there. He's going to be with a delegation of big-time American corporations. Who do you want to talk to more than Joe Biden? I mean, you've got the US there. You've got, a number of other big nations, Narendra Modi. So you want to talk to the US. You want to talk to the Indians. UK is going to have representatives there. This is the G20. Japan is going to be there. The Eurozone is going to be represented. Russia is not going. China is not. I'm sorry. When I say Russia is not going, I mean Putin is not going to be there. Neither will Xi Jinping, but they will send representatives. So China will be represented. Russia will be represented. These are, although there was a Russia-Africa summit not too long ago. We went for that. We didn't get anything from there. But anyway, there's a lot of people in the room, big-time folks you need to be talking to. Just bring something back for us. That's what we ask.
A message comes in from Williams for you this morning. Morning, Rotus, but the morning is without good. So I don't know where I kept the good in the morning, but it says morning, Rotus. So in my opinion, I think that the government knows the smugglers and only wants to inform them that they are serious this time. Time will definitely tell.
It's been said. The same thing with the oil theft. The government knows who is doing what there. So I wouldn't put it past that.
Then you can see Yinka Bolu here quickly with he's saying on the announcement. The announcement sounds like, hey guys, you have 30 days to ramp up production, factory setting.
Exactly.
All right, so.
Oh my gosh.
The guys, this folks on the Business Express are simply, they just have their way of coming to drop it and just know where the issues are. But let's get them to also know that those who are just joining in, they can be part of the conversation on 0809-444-0981. Rotus, this next one is for us. Palliative issues. Since we can't get palliative from the G20, you want big investment. Let's get into this one. Palliative, a rice price spike as the federal government and state supplies mops up market. Rice mop. Should we always have rice inside palliative?
I know it's a good question. There are other things that you can eat, but then a state of emergency has been called with regards to food insecurity. Basically, what the Daily Trust was writing about is that the federal government, basically has crowded out, rice demand for everybody else by ordering so many bags of rice for each of the states, and it has driven up the price, basically. So we shouldn't forget that there are people in business of rice who sell rice. We still have a shortage of paddy supplies to the rice mills, and so this is coming at a time where you've seen, and a move by the government to try to help people is actually kind of counterproductive in that it's pushing up the price of a bag of rice, which I understand now is at 46,000, 47,000 naira levels, if not more.
Well, ideally, this should have been a good thing because it is helping local businesses by saying government is buying in bulk. So that was draw a sense of balance in terms of why economic policies, every time you try, you see it should be good, it bounces back, a boomerang.
Yeah, it's a supply problem. And while it is supposed to be good, there's still, I mean, you're not going to buy up every bag of rice in the entire country, but you are mopping up majority of the supply in a market that already has low supply. So the answer here, people are saying, look, if you need to flood the market with rice, import more. By importing more, you can crash the price by bringing in more and then distributing, because domestic production is just not enough to meet up with the demand. Christmas is coming soon, or in September.
Oops. Man, Rotus, you have to go there. And I have this petition not to mention Christmas until I get into December. If I don't even watch Christmas movies until December. I don't know why. It's just been a long time coming. Well, let's see. Rotus, we're going to wrap up with this conversation with this next one. PENCOM direct the PFA managers to administrators to open branches in every geopolitical zone. I mean, should have been a long time coming now. Why should this be new?
Well, the thing is, Omas, I don't know if it's even practical, because you're asking for physical branches. I understand they have to open at least a minimum of 2 physical branches in each geopolitical zone. And also they have to have a presence where they have at least 10,000 retirement savings account holders. The issue is, do you remember the last time you actually spoke or saw your pension administrator face to face? I just get, alerts letting me know my pension balance and what it is, the last time my employer made a deposit in there. And that's it. I haven't had any reason to physically go to, in fact, in my entire life of working, I have never been physically to a branch where my pension fund administrator is. So it costs money. You have to fill it with staff. I don't think it's a practical thing for PENCOM.
It's still a long one ahead of you, Rotus, so your entire life it's still a long one ahead of you. So please don't make it look like it's done already. Yinka Bolu comes up with a message here and he says, but on a more serious note, I think Bro Oddiri, that's what he calls him here. I think this is Bolu being respectful here and very polite. Should take the Tantita methodology in tackling the mining issue. Rotus, we can't import rice because we will need dollars to do that. Rotus left that out. We didn't get it.
Right, so that's true.
The spike is something we got to live with, or the government controls the price.
That's a good point. That is a good point. And so it just tells you how everything is interconnected in the country. So you either deal with one of the two. Either you deal with rice heading to 50,000 naira a bag or more with the rice scarcity, or you try and have lower FX reserves because you have to import more rice to address your palliative mission. It's not easy. Not easy.
So, Rotus, right now, you've said the agenda for this week is set in terms of business, but I just quickly touch on there's going to be like a 2-day warning strike by the NLC. Do you see this affecting business?
Omas, there was a time when a warning, just the word strike would, put fear of disruption in people. But nobody I know even mentioned it this weekend. It's not reminding me. I even forgot there was a strike. So I don't know. Okay, I will see how effective it is. But let's see what happens. But yeah, good to remind people that there might be disruption to activity. We'll see how impactful it is.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Have a great Monday morning.
Thanks, Omas. I wish you the same. Thanks to all our listeners for sending and viewers for sending messages. Everybody take it easy. See you tomorrow.